Morning, guys. How y'all doing this morning? I didn't go up. I was going to go up this weekend and do some more research, but I passed it off. Winds are too high. I'm not going to go up there. Wind's blowing 20 plus miles an hour and not too safe right now up there, so I gave it a break. I'll be up there in a few more days, going back up there. And momentarily I'm going to give a break. I'm going to give a little bit of a break to where the rock formation is. If I show up there again, I'll do it unannounced. We'll see what happens. And last time I was there too, because of the snow there, you get a little disorientated on, where that formation was at. I've been trying to find it. It's just kind of difficult right now. That's why I said I had to wait till spring. Now, there's something here I want to show you, and I never really had a chance to promote what I'm going to show you right now. This is a video that I have taken, I think it was in 2018. And at that particular time, I was up there with another individual, and I was doing some scanning. And as I was scanning, and I was kind of preoccupied because that day when I was scanning, it was about, I believe it was probably about mid-afternoon. Off to my left, I heard some chatter. So as I was scanning like this, my attention went over to my left so I could listen to the chatter, which of course was a conversation that you don't understand what they're talking about, but it was pretty damn close to me. Anyway, so when I got through filming, I wrapped it up. Whatever there was off to my left in the chatter, they evaded, went back in deeper in the forest. I wrapped things up and went home. When I got back down the valley and got home, I got on my laptop and I just started studying the film. Whenever I do scans for a reason, because this is one of the only few ways you're really going to catch them on camera. Take my word for it. And so anyway, when I got home and I was studying the video, I'll be an SOB, man. When I hit this image, it just blew me out of the saddle. I was totally I was pissed off at myself because I didn't catch it myself, but I was preoccupied listening to the chatter, because as I was filming, I went this direction. You see, I'm going like this, and when I went this way, I'm not looking off to my right. But nonetheless, it blew my mind of what the image was. Now, what's the importance of this? Oh, a hell of a lot. Check this out, man. Look at this. Now, this entity, you see, do you think it's all covered? Dark hair, maybe dark brown hair? What do you think? The answer is probably yes. What that is one of the hybrids. Me and Gene went back. Gene was out of town that day, where he was gone for a couple of weeks. When he came back in, I showed him what I had. We went up there, and I went by the video of everything that was taken. I did a set of 3 before I caught that one on the second one. And so I went exactly how the video was. I went right back to the scene of the crime, so to speak, and I did my investigation. Me and Gene did. We filmed it so you could see what we were doing. This entity measured about 9 feet tall. Okay? And and for the hell of me, I do recall. I had people making comments and saying, "Well, that's a shadow." Now, let me explain something to you about shadows. Anybody that thinks that was a shadow is a frickin' moron. Excuse me, but I can't say it any other way because you're a frickin' moron. That is not no shadow. And to tell you the truth right now, as I'm working with Ballantine this morning, we got this set at 1080. You can't get no more a good image as you're going to get with 1080. There you go. It is what it is, guys. I should have promoted this years ago, you know, but I had so much going on at that time period. I was coming across a lot of evidence, a lot of proof of their existence, and so I was just kind of sidetracked. I figured the other day I was going through this, and it was about time, because I came to the conclusion with my research on that, it was about time I presented it to you. Now here's another funny thing about it. Now listen to this very carefully. Where this entity was taken at is exactly less than 1 mile from the rock formation, the portal. Now when I went back and studied the video again, and since I came across the portal, I kind of started questioning things. Could this be an entity that comes through the portal? Very possible. Very possible. Kind of looks like something that would come through a portal when it's some kind of a cryptid entity that we don't even know about. Nonetheless, it's a hell of a mystery what it is, huh? I know what it is. As you can tell, you got your limbs, got your legs, there's your arms, there's your head, there's the shoulders, there's the torso. And he was definitely 9 feet tall. Measurements don't lie. I want right exactly how the video was taken. So, and not only that, I'll bring this back up to your attention too. In this same area where this cryptid entity was caught on my cam, which I said is about 1 mile or less from the portal, is the exact same area too, if any of you recall, when I discovered and found what I classified as sodglyptics. Do you remember that one? That also was in the same area. Kind of like things are kind of tying it in with this rock formation. I think it has something to do with this portal too. I don't know, something's bothering the hell out of me about it. The only thing that puzzles me about this entity is either his hair, if it's really extremely dark in color. It's like that we have a, what do you call it? It's a rare species of black bear, where his hair is so pitch black it looks purple, and we basically call it the purple black bear. And so that could be possibly the same thing, because when you get that raven dark, you know. So anyway, but that is a real entity, that is a real image, and I'm telling you, this thing is for real. And it was right out there with me. The measurements where it was at, from what I found, was within 100 feet. Okay? Now, something else I could kind of relate this to. Now, in 1959, there was a set of researchers, college researchers. I believe they came from a Russian university. And they were out doing some research. Probably doing a thesis or whatever. I believe they were studying maybe along to some biology and some pathology. Well, something mysteriously happened to them. I believe there was 9 that was in the group. You all know the story, right? Well, they were all killed. They all met their demise. It was always been a big mystery because no one could put it together. What the hell happened? Okay? It has almost something to do with, if you're looking there. You see, in that time period, 1959, when the students came up missing, they were gone for quite a long time, and they sent out a party to go look for them, search party, and they found them. And they found their bodies were kind of scattered a little bit. They do know that something had frightened the living hell out of them because they all fled from their camping area. Now, why would you leave a nice warm tent to go into a snow blizzard? Don't make sense, does it? Not to mention each individual met a different type of horrible demise. Okay? Now, there was things said and done that people have their own conclusions on how they met their demise and what probably did it. I've been on this for years. I know now probably what happened. And I hate to say this, but some of it didn't come down the way some will assumed. Okay? The ones that did that assumption, they're not schooled in the area like I am. They wouldn't have a clue. Okay? I do. I know the devastation each individual had to his physical being before their demise. Okay? Now, where am I going with this? Very simple. You see, when they found the students, what they also found was photographs. And they came across some photographs that were undeveloped, and they developed them. And as we went through all these pics, they came across one particular picture. And if I recall, they did a documentary on it, and they showed the photograph in the documentary. In the photograph was an entity, a cryptid entity, extremely dark in color, almost kind of shadowy looking, and they caught it. It was during a snow blizzard. Okay? Well, we all know you ain't going to get no shadow in a snow blizzard. Like, you're not going to get no shadow there. If this was a shadow, this whole area, like this, would be shadowed out. But see, you see the light going through. Because it's the real thing. You understand? This ain't no phony crap. This is the real thing. So, if you ever saw that photograph, or if you're not aware of the documentary, look it up, watch it. You see that photograph, remember the photograph. Very similar to what's here. Now, in my own experiences, the kind of horrific demise that each individual met, that to be, because would not be the work of one of these hybrids. Okay? Number one, I do know for a fact they're not cannibalistic. Okay? But I will say this. Just remember this. Like in some of the individuals, all the flesh was eaten away from the skull. Okay? The tongue was ate out, the eyes were gone, and even the nose and the brain. I'm telling you right now, straight up, these hybrids could give a damn about such things. That's not the feed on. It is, though, the act of scavengers, and that's a fact. Scavengers do the same freaking thing. That's the first thing they go for is the head. It's the easiest thing, it's nutritious. They go for the tongue, the eyes, the brain, and that's a fact. Even birds do it. What are birds? Raptors, bird of prey. It's a scavenger. Look at all your predators are scavengers too. I don't care who says what. They have times where they can't hunt their food. They're going to scavenge it. They're going to take a kill from some other predator. It's that simple. So, I think that there's so many different conversions of what happened up there, and you get like a half a dozen different stories, and they're all button heads, you know what I'm saying? But what I just explained to you is a fact. So, I can't come out and just say that entity they showed that picture was the culprit of what happened to those researchers. Because it doesn't fit them. It doesn't fit the crime. Now, the blows that some of them had, as in broken ribs, broken bones, that was from a heavy blow and an impact of the blow. But I'm going to tell you this, you can get a hell of a swat from a bear, it'll do the same damn thing. It'll break bones. It'll break the ribs. They could take your head off with one swat. Also on them, there was no indication that any cannibalisticness was done to the bodies at all, except for the facial area, fetal areas, but nothing like any kind of animal bites, claw marks and stuff like that is what you would normally see with scavengers, or even a predator. And so, anyway, that was the whole point of this. If you ever, like I said, if you ever come across that photo, take a good look at it and remember this. Because the two entities are pretty damn similar. So, I had to do this one, guys, because, like I said, I had to promote this. I really did. I think it's a fantastic find. And also learn and study for this if that is one of the hybrids, and it probably is. But look how the art of actually studying us, watching us. And I didn't even know he was there. But he knew I was there. And there he is. How did you just say? Hiding in the shadows. Just kidding. Anyway, and that's how they evade us too. You see how he's right by that tree? If I was to look and catch you with a blink of an eye, that sucker would be behind that tree and disappear into the shadows. You'd never know he was there. That's a fact. So now you know when I do use that term, eyes are watching. That's why. Take a good look at that, guys. That is one hell of a fantastic pic right there. On video, documented. Well, anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to relax and enjoy the rest of my Sunday here. I'm going to enjoy my company with Valentine, and we're going to talk about just anything we want to. You guys, hey, take care. Hope you like this video. And get ready for some more, because pretty soon here I'm going to start whipping them out left and right. This is the time I'm going to really cut loose on my research. Okay? Anyway, you guys take care. Have a good one, man. I gotta go. Bye.